Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Monday, the 16th of December, 2024. Before we get started on the weather this morning, I'd just like to say a big get well soon to Pete Webber, who's in Basingstoke Hospital at the moment. He's getting some good care at the moment. Hopefully, he'll be back with us quite soon. And also to Gordon MacDonald, who had a minor accident on his bike on Saturday night. He's also in Basingstoke Hospital and undergoing some surgery today, I believe. So get well, both of you. And hopefully, we'll see you back here at Lasham soon. Okay, moving on then to the weather then. We've got high pressure at midnight last night. It was in the south of France and bringing us sort of westerly flow yesterday with a lot of low cloud and, excuse me, a little bit of rain yesterday. That's changed slightly today. The isobars have spread out a little bit over southern England. The high pressure's moved into the Mediterranean, and we've got still a sort of westerly, northwesterly flow. But it's looking a bit better today. So hopefully we'll get some good flying out of the day. I'll just run this through midnight tonight and into tomorrow. You can see that high pressure is grown somewhat and is now over sort of the Med and North Africa, and that's still influencing the weather over the UK. But there's a low pressure rapidly coming in from the Atlantic, which might affect the weather tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see on that. The sat picture then. It's quite clear over the sort of European sort of part of the picture there, and you can see from the Atlantic there's this low pressure coming in from the west. A bit of top cover there, but that should break up over sort of Lasham in the next few hours, according to the forecast that's coming your way. Rain radar then is not showing much in the way of precipitation south of the Scotland-England border. And there's very little into Europe as well, so we should be free of rain today. And if we look at the rain forecast, anything that is on the picture there, it might be just the odd shower, but most of it is down in English Channel and south of that. Odium's Taff then, they're forecasting 240, 10 knots, greater than 10k visibility, broken at 2,000 feet, and then becoming between now and 10 o'clock, a few at 2,500 feet, with a 40% chance that in that same time period, visibility might come down to about 6 kilometers and light drizzle, with broken at 1,200 feet, and then after 10 o'clock and up until about lunchtime, scattered at 1,500 feet. Farnborough, they're forecasting 2,508 knots, greater than 10k visibility, and scattered at 3,000. That's all they've got to say on the matter. Spot winds then to the north of us, 1,000-foot wind is 250, 25 knots, and to the south, 240, 15 knots. And a quick look at windy, they're showing sort of southwesterly flow at about 12 knots around about lunchtime. With the Met Office local forecast for this area, kind of concurring with that west-southwesterly 10 knots, just starting to ease off towards the end of the afternoon. They're also showing the cumulus breaking out, a bit of sunshine getting to the ground, and most importantly, the humidity today is dropping down well out of the 90s and actually down into the 70% for part of the day, so we should have quite a nice dry day. GFS temperature-wise are forecasting 10 degrees centigrade with a dew point down around about 7. And locally, about 15 minutes ago, we had 8.3 centigrade with a dew point of 6.5. And looking at the camera down in Alton, looking back towards Lasham, it's starting to break up. We'll just refresh this just to see if there's been any improvement. No, it's filled in a little bit, but hopefully it should break up as the morning goes on. Sky sight, I don't know where they're getting this cloud in the afternoon from, but that doesn't concur with the other forecasts. And if we have a look at Top Meteor, that's showing it all breaking up and being quite blue throughout most of the day, maybe some high altitude stuff, but nothing serious until after dark. NOTAMs then. 11 down to the south of us is Goodwood. It's just ATZ, operational hours have changed. 16 is Winchester. There's live firing at Winchester, and 18 is a restricted area, temporary, which is at Butterfield. Let's move on then to the local airfield briefing, and we'll start with the usual Odium cross-section. And we can see this low cloud that we've got at the moment is going to clear up quite quickly. Certainly in the next hour or two, that should break up and that should leave us with clear blue skies. Maybe just the odd bit of stratosphere around. But yeah, we should get a good day's out of it. Wind-wise, they're saying 240, 10 knots, 12 knots, 10 knots throughout the day. There's no weather warnings. And yeah, temperature-wise, about +9 to +11, which is a little bit warm for this time of year. But I'm sure we'll cope out there. Bookings, we have two K21s booked for instructional flying, but there's only students for one of them. So I may ask one of the booked flying instructors to take on the casual list. We've got 3 people on the casual list. I think some of them will certainly need an instructor. There's a K21 booked by club members. There is a K21 for the casual list. There's a K10, K13 for trial lessons. And we have got availability on all the single seaters. The simulator will be available as per normal. Church notices, it's just a reminder of the SPL deadline. Movements, there's nothing to report today. So the general situation is there's a high pressure over southern France. Southwesterly winds, light to moderate. Runway 27 hard for launching today. We'll have the cables on the boom to the south side. Landing on 27 grass, other side. It is a little bit wet, but the going is soft to firm. But still avoid using the wheel brake unless it's absolutely necessary. And of course, the grass to the south end of the airfield at runways 05 and 34 thresholds is basically out of bounds. It's all saturated down there. And of course, just a reminder about the usual do not land or taxi on the disused runways shown here. And of course, at the end of the day, please clean your gliders. So today's ops, launch point vehicle will be just to the north of the centre line, area towing on the hard to the north when the cloud base gets high enough to do so, and winch launching from the hard to the south, landing on the grass, and the wind is shown there on the picture for you. That's it from me today. I shall see you out on the airfield shortly. Have a great day's flying. Please keep it safe, and please enjoy yourself. Have a great time.